Here's Carlos Santos ready to get this one started. Off we go from Soldier Field. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Right to the air from the 30 on the first play. This one caught downfield by Flowers. Now the first carry for King Henry. He'll take this ahead. It's a pickup of 3. Tremaine Edmonds there to make the play. It's a zone read, and Jackson's going to keep it. And he'll get 6 on this one, moving it inside the 40-yard line.
Good decision by the quarterback. In this situation, all you're looking to do is have a positive play. He decides to pull it, and that's exactly what he's able to do.
He'll try and run for this with Henry. And he'll work his way down to the 32-yard line, and that is enough for a first down.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down. On the option, they give it to Henry. He gets free. About 19 yards on that one. They're in business. It's first and goal.
Well, if this opening drive is any indication of how the rest of this game's going to go, it seems this offense is going to be pretty content keeping the ball on the ground. A lot of success here early. Now it sets up first and goal.
First and goal, and it's Henry. And he'll go down back at the 4. Task a bit tougher as they face second and goal. This one caught at the 4. And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Nelson Aguilar. Touchdown, Baltimore. Now Justin Tucker for the point after. His kick is good. And the Ravens will take a 7-0 lead. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. On the return, it's Tyler Scott. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Here's Williams to begin with a pass. Open man, that's Rome Odunze. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
Rookie to rookie right there, Mike. And I'll tell you what, they've got some really good young pieces on this roster.
They'll run it for the first time with DeAndre Swift. He'll push forward for about a yard. Roquan Smith there to bring him down. Here's second and 9. One quarter in the books. It's the Ravens out front. We're back to Soldier Field after this. Here's a second and 9. On the bootleg, it's Williams. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking to get it to DJ Moore. Third down coming up. A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. To the left side, into the hands of Moore.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the first down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on fourth down.
Here we go. They'll go. It's Swift. And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff him on fourth down.
And the running back just has nowhere to go. There is no crease. There is no seam. You got to give credit. That defensive line overwhelmed the offensive line, and that went a long way to forcing that fourth down stop.
Here's 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. Jackson going to keep it himself. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. Here's 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. He's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. Bateman is the motion man. A first down throw for Jackson. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Bateman is the motion man. Jackson now on 2nd down. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
4th down, Jackson. And that is not going to work. Incomplete, and they turn it over on downs.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2nd and a yard.
19, target, go! 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Now some movement up front. Flags down. Mistake-filled first half continues. Throwing on 2nd down. Williams. Back to the sideline and intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Stevens. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Jackson now. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line. From 6 yards out, it's 1st and goal. From the gun, Jackson. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down. To the air one more time with Jackson. And this throw out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
You can feel them starting to press a little bit, especially with this passing game. They find themselves so close to the end zone, they got to get it over the goal line. You got to be a little bit more accurate. You got to be a little bit smarter with the ball. And right now, the timing, the spacing, it's just not matching up.
They'll try and run, and here's Henry. And he will score. Derrick Henry. Touchdown, Ravens. Tucker for the point after. He's got it. And the Ravens move out on top, 14-0. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. This returnable from the 4. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. A play fake. Now Williams. Throw right side, caught by Odunze. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. 2nd and 7. Working out of the gun. Here's Williams. That'll be caught by DeAndre Swift.
This is a great example, Mike, of playing zone defense at a high level. They're trying to threaten him. They're trying to put 2 guys in his zone and see which guy he's going to choose. In this case, they try to out-leverage him into the flat. He's not having it. He brings him down for no gain.
Let's go now.
On 3rd down, it's Williams. He's got his man. Allen with the connection. A huge play just before the half. 31 yards.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
They'll try to throw again. Here's Williams. He'll go underneath to Swift. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Well, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike. You never go broke taking a profit. And give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for, but getting the ball into the hands of his running back, allow him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch.
Williams to the air once more. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
It's always a risky decision anytime a quarterback tries to force the ball, especially into those tightly contested areas. Not a lot of daylight, not a lot of room for error. In this case, it just falls simply as an incomplete. But as this game unfolds, better decisions are going to lead to better results. As this offense continues to put anything together and score some points, they need to just take a step back. Then you say, okay, we've struggled here in the first half putting points on the scoreboard. Don't worry about chasing points. Let's chase first downs. Let's chase completions. Just start building something small, and oftentimes when you take that approach, it snowballs, and next thing you know, you find your groove.
They're going for it. Here's Williams. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Here we go. Cut 19. Ready?
Throwing again, Williams. And that's going to wind up uncatchable out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. He was looking for Keenan Allen on that one. And now they'll be looking at 3rd and goal. Off play action. Here's Williams. He's got it at the 3. Some determined running, but they're going to stop him short of the goal line.
We see teams more and more throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, really for 2 reasons. 1, they're confident that they can pick up the 1st down with yards after the catch. 2, teams' willingness to go.
That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
He'll spot Henry, open downfield. And he will take this one in. 80 yards. Touchdown, Baltimore. Extra point try now for Tucker. He gets it to go, and the Ravens will stake themselves to a 21-0 lead. Final second now of this first half as this one is away. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. So we've reached halftime, and the visiting Ravens are in front. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The 3rd quarter is underway. This is fielded inside the 5. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look.
Here we go, set.
On 1st and 10, it's Williams. He's got the big tight end, Everett, down the field. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is.
And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. The big tight end, Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
60 back, Jack. 60 back. Ready?
Throw it again. It's Williams. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
So often, Mike, defenders are just happy the ball ends up in his hands, but not this guy. I mean, the catch was one thing, but then the party really got started. I mean, look at this return. He gets one block. He gets another. He's got teammates springing him all over the field, and this offense is lucky. This didn't go all the way back for a pick six.
Here's Lamar. He'll keep it on the zone read. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Jackson looking to throw. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it, and that pass falls incomplete.
It's pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often, and it just seems like time and time again, this quarterback and his intended target.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss. And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
That's over the middle and taken in by Odunze. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. Here's Williams on 1st and 10. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. It's the safety, Kyle Hamilton. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. It's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
He'll look for Flowers downfield. He's got it! And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. They've got it at the 8. 1st down and goal. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
The ball still at the 8-yard line for 2nd down and goal. They'll work straight ahead with Henry. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. Now the Ravens use their 1st timeout. Big play coming up. 3rd and goal. Now Jackson. And that is incomplete. They couldn't hook up there. As time has expired, the 3rd quarter has come to an end. The offense will stay out there, but they've got some yards to pick up. 4th down and goal. That's going to be caught, and he's not going to get away. They get him down right right after the catch. Great rally to the ball to force a turnover on downs. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. This drive will begin with a run by Swift. And not really anywhere to go there. He'll take this up only to the 4.
79 Broncos. Set up.
On second down, it's Williams. And this throw batted away and incomplete. Third and 9.
It's now third down and 9 yards to go.
From the shotgun, it's Williams. He'll try and get there on the ground.
And that's a great job defensively here on third down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down.
And he's going to have the Bears first down. It's a gain of 12 facing fourth down.
That's good for a Chicago Bears.
Back 60.
Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. And that is incomplete.
Well, we all know the running joke, right, Mike? If this guy could catch, he'd be playing offense. And, well, I think that's kind of a joke for the past. These defensive players are incredible these days. That's just too easy. You've got to secure that interception for your defense and get off the field.
Throwing on second down, Williams. Off-balance throw, it's complete. And he'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
So, from the 36, it is first and 10.
Here we go. 7 Pirates.
To throw, it's Williams. And this will be incomplete.
Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the fourth quarter. This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
He'll send this one deep for Odunze. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. First and 10.
Here we go.
For another Chicago Bears.
Throwing is Williams. Here's a shot towards the end zone. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Let's go.
To throw is Williams. This pass caught right side. It's Allen. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work first and 10. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. They do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play.
Well, after being shut out in the first half, it has to feel good for this offense, Mike, to just get on the board, get something going. But now the question we have to ask is there enough time to come all the way back?
Yeah, just some belief, right, Greg? Just let's watch these guys on the next few drives. Did that give them a little belief that they can stay in this game? Best way to start with that score. This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away. But he'll gather it back in.
Well, we knew, Mike, this was going to take a miracle. All they needed to do was recover this, score, recover another one, score again. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and this game's all but over.
He'll take a shot here for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Rashad Bateman, the intended target. It's second down.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down. A pickup of 12 yards. Good for a Raven first down. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their second as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. They'll drop to throw. No chance at all. He'll go down. And we'll get whistles and a timeout, so they will stop the clock. Closing seconds, game decided, but timeout anyway. This one all but over. Here's third down. From the gun, Jackson. This one downfield looking for Henry. That is hard. And he has got this one all the way down to the 2-yard line.
Well, I think one thing's for sure, Mike. I don't think we're seeing an offense that is comfortable with this late lead. They're continuing to put pressure on the defense and say, hey, I don't care how much we're up high. We're going to continue to execute our passing game, and if there's opportunities downfield, we're going to continue to take it.
So it is a win here for the visitors, the Ravens. And right away you can point
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from Soldier Field. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go now.
First carry for DeAndre Swift. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
To throw, it's Williams. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 48-yard line, here's a 2nd and 5. Once again, it's Swift. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
Here's 2nd and 7. To throw, Williams. And he'll get this into the hands of Swift once again. And he gets it down to the 32. And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. Williams going to look to throw again. He'll find Swift out of the backfield. And he will have the Bears first down. And he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. Here's Williams. That's complete right side to Kmet. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. We're scoreless after 1. Back in Chicago, ready for the 2nd quarter. It's the Bears in possession, as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up.
Ready. Here we go. Check, Panther.
A handoff, Swift running to the left. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
When you're lateral to the line of scrimmage, linebackers keep those shoulders square so they can go up and down. But when it's time to go, turn your shoulders just like a running back. Get through the line and hit the runner.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Rome Odunze. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Being chased out left. And this is into the hands of Andrews downfield. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 34.
And this is how you answer a touchdown the other end. You come out throwing to start your own drive. And not just throwing, but pushing it down the field. And they come up with a big play as they try to answer back with a score of their own.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. To throw is Jackson. They set up the screen for Henry. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20. Jackson now out to his left. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Jackson's going to try the sneak, and he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Ravens are an extra point away from drawing level. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here.
Throwing is Williams. Looks for the out route, and it's complete to Komet.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
19 tight.
To the air, Williams. And again, back to Komet.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
A lot of great quarterbacks from USC. Here's another one. The rookie's got a first down. They'll go play action here with Williams. Targeting Moore, and he's got him on the crossing pattern.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Swift will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Off the bootleg, it's Williams.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown.
Rome Odunze.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Bears will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Now the point after try for Santos. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Now after the touchdown. Here's Santos to kick this one away.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing is Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Jackson. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 33. Santos' kick is up and through, and that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and a defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Kyler Gordon picks it off.
And he will return this one to the...